the business you still have? Are we talking about the business you still have?
What else did we talk about?
We got that to talk about. We got to talk about hunting trips. We got some hunting trips.
Talk about that. Talk about all kinds of stuff. How do I share this on the Book of Faces?
So you got to go into the Best Damn Bookkeeping Facebook page, which is actually where I'm headed now. And if y'all are tuning in, get your ass over there too. And it's important that you get your ass over there, because if you just go to my personal feed, Zig, turn your volume down. I can hear myself. Do you have your echo thing turned on?
How do I do that?
I don't know. There's a setting thing. I don't know. I could hear myself.
Is it still echoing?
No. Now it stopped.
Okay, I think it was because I opened Facebook. Give me a second. I'm just going to share
Yeah,
this.
and then it was like hearing us while I was saying the thing. But you got to share it from Best Damn Bookkeeping, and I am going to put the link for our live on Best Damn Bookkeeping. I'm going to put the link to that in my personal feed. So if you go into my personal feed and you want to talk some smack, which is highly encourage you to talk some smack. But if you're in my personal feed, I can't put it on the screen, which makes smack not as much fun. So if you find yourself in my personal feed and want to make a comment, A, if you comment there, then nobody's going to see it. So B, click this link that I'm about to put in the comments and pin it. I'm going to say, go to this one. Should I say this link? Go to this link. Do. Bam. Paste. Send it. Pin it.
Send it.
Bop it. Whap it.
Bop it. Smack it.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
All right. Look like, again, just like,
dude, you're glowing. It's got to be the uranium and the bleach from the pressure washer.
It's the peptides.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's the peptides.
Oh, JC posted about that. I thought he was talking about Pepto-Bismol, and I was just, always got to have.
He's not. It's all the rage. Peptides are all the rage.
What are they? Fill me in. I don't know.
They're little thing. They're like little things that you inject in your body, and they're called peptides. They make everything amazing.
Is it a drug? Well, I mean, of course it's a drug. Is it
drug?
It's a shot. It's not oral.
So
it's like
the sciencey thing. Like insulin is a peptide. GLP-1s are peptides, but there's a whole bunch of peptides out there. They're not FDA approved. Some of them are, some of them are not.
I thought those were just if you had diabetes.
Yeah, no, they're like, I mean, like for you run a lot, right?
Define a lot. Now my legs are starting to get sore, so maybe I need some peptides.
BPC 157 will make that not happen anymore.
But am I just going to beat the shit out of my knees then and not feel it? And then I'm going to need knee replacement in like 2 years?
But who cares? No, I mean, I don't know. Like I know guys that on the job, on the fire department that have gone off on very serious, and like one guy in particular, Jeremy, he went, a car hit a telephone pole. He was on a car accident scene while he was there. A car hit a telephone pole and like the pole came down and just took him out at the legs.
What?
And, like very, very serious injuries. And a doctor was like, you might not ever come back. Like maybe a year. We'll give you a year. He was back to work in 6 months. He took Wolverine stack, which is called it's BPC 157 and TB 500. They're both peptides that do they heal ligaments and like I don't know what else they do. He took that and the doctor was like, "What happened to you?" It's like
my Packers got to give some peptides to Micah Parsons, although maybe
they're probably already giving them to him.
Probably.
But yeah, they're like not quite steroids, but they're up there. There's one for everything, I think.
Sounds like some shit you gotta go to the dark web to get. I don't even know how to get on the dark web.
You can get it from clinics, but it costs a lot of money, or you can go on like the gray market, they call it, and I buy them. I get them from a website that they sell them for way cheaper, and I've been taking them for like a year, and I haven't grown a third tail or something like that.
It looks like your hair's coming back in.
How many tails? How many tails do I already have?
Yeah, apparently 2.
I said
please 2 tail. Yeah.
Yeah. No, my hair is coming back everywhere but my head.
Maybe I am on peptides already then, because it seems like I got that going on.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't think we want to. You might get shut down if you talk about peptides. Honestly, like the algorithm might be like, "Oop, can't talk about those."
Oh, it's that serious. I'm
They
just
don't
out of
want to. They don't want us healthy, Dan.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
They want to keep us sick.
I've been doing the same drug since I was like 12, and it's in this silver can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pretty much the same one.
But yeah, man, let's talk about business. I still have my power washing business. We talked about me selling it last time.
We talked about you selling it, and then we said in last time you like jumped in because my guest no showed, and it was just a good chance to catch up with you.
Yeah.
And we were gonna, and then we said like, well, should we do another episode? We're scheduled like a month and a half or 2 months or whatever, and we're like, well, yeah, because you might not have a business, you might think differently about it, you know, whatever. So
still do.
Yeah, you still have it.
I had a buyer. They didn't necessarily back out, but for reasons that I'm not allowed to disclose, and I don't really know all of the details, but they it's kind of on hold for them.
So they backed out for now.
Yeah, for now. He backed out. But it was like it didn't. I guess if it would have been a back out like, nope, we're not interested, I would have felt like, what did I do wrong? What is wrong with my company? But it wasn't one of those. It was more of a like, hey, we're going to put this on hold because there's something going on that maybe
now's not the right time to do this.
So I told him, we're gonna go out where I'm gonna put the feelers out and explore. And he was like, yeah, that's completely fine. Because I didn't do that while we were in limbo with him, just in respect with him. But I have several people. I posted it on Facebook and in like some groups, in like the power washing groups, and then I made a TikTok video about it, which is interesting. A bunch of people just came out of the woodwork from that and like started sending me messages. And I just talked to a guy who has
this is how I get followers. I just fake post that I'm going to sell my business. I'll get a bunch of people interested.
Yeah.
I'll have more followers.
Yes. A guy, I just talked to him tonight, actually. We were talking and he's like, yeah, man, I started my power washing business because of you. I was like, oh,
really?
Yeah. He's like, I've been watching your videos for a long time, blah, blah, blah. And so he,
Keith Kalfist him.
Yeah. He's super interested in it. And like, it's funny because like, I'm not like this super motivated seller. Like if I don't sell the business, I just keep washing and we make money. But I also I just don't want to sell it to just like any Joe Schmo. I kind of want to sell it to somebody who's going to like make it better.
Yeah. Do something with it.
Like I want to see my trucks rolling down the road, in a year, or maybe another truck with my logo on it, that I created. I built it. I don't want it to die. And I also don't want somebody to waste their money if they're not like, so I've had a couple calls with a couple people and I ask them questions right off the bat. Like I ask them, which they're kind of like, wait a second, I called you to buy your company. And I'm like, let me interview you first. Are you the right kind of buyer? Because
you're taking my baby.
And also a lot of people want to do seller finance, which is fine, but I kind of need to know that you're not an idiot to do that.
Let me, I'm going to look up the document. I'm going to see if I can find that document because we were messaging about this the other day.
Yeah. And it's something that I'm unsure of.
So we had a buyer, we had a maid service business, and he kind of came like I listed the business for more than I thought it was worth. But mine was very much like I do want to get out of this thing quickly. Like I could keep running it, but I really don't want to. And speed is just for my own mental sake. We had 100 employees and I'm like out there like the backup cleaner, but out cleaning most days when somebody calls in. So I was like, I'm pretty done with this. And so we posted it again for like more than I thought it was really worth. And this dude just came out of the woodwork and was like, yep, I'm interested. I'll take it if it is what you say it is. And we met a couple times and there was like some negotiation of the price and like the number of payments and the duration and the interest rate and everything like that. But I mean, like in a couple weeks, we had it dialed in and figured out. And but he was such a cowboy. We were like, we better write up an agreement that basically says what happens if he defaults.
That's kind of where like what does happen.
Yeah. So we have a document that we use that basically said, if you default, you already agree what's going to happen. And it's you are going to owe us this money immediately with this penalty if you miss a payment. And so, and he missed multiple payments, and I was like, Mark, don't make me go down to the courthouse with this thing. Like, I don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. But and like, I know you have the money. I know you're just busy, but get your ass to the bank and put the payment in.
Put the payment in, right?
Because I don't want to deal with this, and you don't want to deal with what happens if I go down to see a judge.
Yeah, like, right.
You've already agreed to the terms of this fallout. I don't know where I have that.
Yeah, because that's where my head's at. You know, I know that most people, it's probably going to be hard to just come up with that kind of capital right away. But, you know, so seller finance is something that I would be willing to do. I just want to know, like, am I protected? Like, I read one thing. It's like, okay, well, you can have it terms where if they default and they, you know, default for so long, you get all your stuff back. And it's like, okay, well, at that point, like, what if they've ran the business into the ground? What are you getting back? Nothing. You're getting back your equipment.
Yeah.
So that's not a good deal on my end. You could buy my business and then totally suck and run it in the ground. Now I gotta like take it all back and fix it.
Yeah. So here's and that was also what I had told him is like, I don't want this business back.
Yeah, like, no, I don't want it back. I don't want it back. Once it's done, I don't want it back.
The document, confession of judgment, is what we called it.
Okay.
And it basically said he confesses to us that he has the authority to pledge the assets, and pledging personal guarantee pursuant to a loan agreement acknowledges the debt as a security for Blue Skies, whereas under the agreement, promise to repay the loan, execute and deliver on the confession of judgment to secure the payments due under the loan agreement. And if the company defaults on their obligations under the agreement by failing to make timely payments as provided in Section 3, therefore, and foregoing recitals and pursuant to the terms of the agreement, he hereby confesses judgment in favor of Blue Skies.
Okay.
And so it basically says, like, whatever happens, if he defaults, this is what he confesses. And he basically gives up, like, any debt. Zig. Freeze.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you froze up. In the event the confessors fail to make timely payment due under the terms of the agreement, blah, 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 authorize in such fact. I hate these freaking documents. Why can't they write them in English? Confirmed by affidavit of counsel for Blue Skies, the confessors authorize and direct any state or federal court in Minnesota to immediately enter a money judgment in favor of Blue Skies against the confessors jointly and severally in the principal amount then due and owing under the terms of the agreement, plus interest at the rate of 20% per year from the date of breach, and reasonable attorney fees and costs incurred by Blue Skies in connection with the entry of judgment. Explicitly acknowledges the authority of the court to liquidate the company's assets to make payments of the loan agreement.
In English.
Yeah. Basically.
So did you have a lawyer write that up?
I believe we got it from another guy who did a bunch of deals with Dalkey. And he went to law school. He wasn't a lawyer, but he went to law school.
Yeah.
So he like understood the documents that were needed. He had a lawyer write one up for him. And so like he was always our lawyer. We're like, yo, have you ever done a deal like this? Yeah. Here's the documents you need. I have them because we've done it. We've used them before. Just use mine and change the verbiage.
Yeah. And it worked out. The guy paid you everything he owed you.
He ended up paying us everything he owed us because I would just send him that and be like, Mark, you gotta pay us, man. Like,
yeah.
This sucks for you if I go down to a courthouse. Like, pay, dude.
Yeah.
Just please, for the love of God, pay.
Pay me.
I don't want to do.
And
this.
Did he give like an upfront down payment or?
Yeah, I think it was like 10%, and then we put the rest on a note agreement for 2 years, 3 years, something like that.
How was he paying interest?
Yeah, there was an interest on the loan. I think 8% interest on the loan.
Okay.
I could tell you that. I have a loan agreement right here. Let's see. He owed us $75K for 20 months. 40 equals payments of $1,875. Oh, it says it is 0 interest note, but we basically built interest into the dollar amount.
Okay.
That was what we did. We kind of went back and forth on the terms and just said we'd just bake it all as principal.
Okay.
Which kind of was
doing napkin math here.
Careful now. That kind of was in our favor because then we didn't have interest income. He didn't have the interest expense from a tax deduction standpoint. We just like built it into the principal. Joe Devino in the house. Joe's in the house. Joe,
Joe. What up, Joe?
I'm going to Mexico in August with Joe, Trevor, Jeremy Jennings, a bunch of other dudes, and I booked my flights for the wrong week.
Oh, come on!
I did. Had it on my calendar. I had it on the calendar. I was ready to go. I like double checked everything. Barry Little's in the house. Barry says, just got higher lead chill. Super excited to not have to do any interviewing except for the final interview. It is Barry. I still do 2 interviews. I still do 2 interviews, Barry, but I do like a reverse group interview where I present to them and then watch their body language and see who's really interested in coming to work for me. Then I do a one-on-one. And actually, by the way, Zig, you're losing your account manager. Katie's gonna be your account manager.
I know. I already talked to Katie, but she set up a meeting with me on Friday, and it's funny because she texted me last week, and I ghosted her for a day, and then I texted her back, and she ghosted me for like 5 days, and I was I was like, I don't feel bad that I ghosted her now because she ghosted me way longer. She texted me today. She goes, hey, I'm really sorry I was out of town. I'm like, I don't care. I probably was going to ghost you again. And she's like, let's talk Friday. And then she said, Skip wants to be on the call too. And I'm like, all right, you got me.
I think so Skip, we're getting all clients off of Skip so he can like truly GM our business because I think we're going to be a Matha now. I wouldn't be surprised. We're going to hit like 115 to 120,000 just this month. I think we're going to be at like 1.5 mil by the fall, like a 1.5 mil pace. I think we need a GM that doesn't do client work.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
I think we need to pick up our GM. But to that point, to what Barry said about hire lead chill, and we actually did this with our last couple hires, is I would do my group interview, do like a reverse interview where I actually like present the business model to them and I see who's super pumped about what we do. Yeah. And I can read on people's faces when they're not because they forget they're being interviewed because now you're just like presenting to them. So you just read their body language. And then I have them book a meeting with me. So they got to like chase me down and book 30 minutes with me to just do a one-on-one. And then I go through their resume. But I still think everybody's going to be awesome. Skip doesn't. Skip thinks people are going to suck. And he's very good at asking the right questions to like weed out who's not going to be a good fit. And so there was one gal that I totally thought was going to be a good fit. And Skip had his one-on-one with her and was like, oh no, definitely not her, but definitely her. So we added the one that was definitely her. But I think that's going to be a sweet process where it's like, I'm not a salesperson, but I'm good at setting expectations. Right. And getting people excited about stuff.
That's honestly, that's huge though. The expectations is huge.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
I've learned that in business. Like if you can set expectations, I have a vending machine for sale. It's a $3,700 vending machine. And this guy sent me a message. Would you do 1,500? People are funny. Anyways, no. Expectations is you can solve so many problems with setting the right expectations for anything. Even like I sell vending machines now, and the expectations of the shipping, like I set them very, very poorly, so people know like this is gonna suck. And I forgot to do that with a customer the other day. And 2 days after he ordered, he sends me this long text about how the buying process with me has not been good. And I'm like, you just ordered 2 days ago. So then I called him and I'm like, hey, what were you expecting? He's like, well, I haven't heard anything. And I'm like, did I not talk to you about our shipping process? And he's like, not really. And I'm like, okay, you're right. That was on me. I'm going to tell you now.
yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Supposed to be in lingo.
He's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm like, you're not going to hear shit for like 5 or 6 days. And then you'll get a tracking number.
Yeah.
And then the machine's going to show up at your door the next day.
Boom.
But everybody's fine with it because I tell them that ahead of time before they even give me money. Same with pressure washing. We set the expectations. And I learned when I hired people, that was not happening. And like, I'm like, what's going on? Why are all these people mad? I'm like, oh, it's because I'm not out there setting the expectations. So I need to fix that. So I did. I either do it or I taught them. You need to talk to the people about the thing. But
it's important. I forgot.
Yeah, so
Barry said he watched my videos. I forgot. I did a bunch of videos for Sean at Higher Lead Chill to like go through my process of the reverse interview. It's gold. It's gold.
When do your videos from you guys did a bunch of videos with Keith Kalfas the other day? He sent me a message the other day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, which was wild because like, you know, like Keith Kalfas has like celebrity status in my mind. Like I don't give a shit about real celebrities. I have celebrities in my head. They're people like Keith Kalfas. Like you used to be one, but now that I'm your buddy, like I'm just like
I'm not. Yeah, not that cool.
Tommy Mello is one of those types.
Hey, I will say they always say like don't meet your celebrities. I feel like I feel like I did all right. Like
you did great.
You're like, oh, he's just actually exactly who he is. That's what I hope. That's what I hope.
But yeah, Keith, he sent me a really nice, like heartfelt message. It was awesome. I was reading it and I'm like, what the hell? And I sent him back. I said, dude, you're one of my entrepreneur idols, and it's really weird that you sent me that message because I would have never expected it. It was nice. He's just he's a good dude.
He's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart. He really is. Yeah, he had a lot of nice things to say about what my content. He liked what I was putting out content wise. But anyways,
that actually in like I got a message like that from Keith back in the day when I first started doing the podcast, and that was the catalyst of like he and I working together in the first place. I remember I was like at my parents' cabin Memorial weekend or like over July 4th, and he just sent me a quick message that said your content is fire or something like that. And then I reached back out to him and I was like, well, let me know what's working for you because I got no idea what I'm doing. And he and I have like obviously kept in touch since then. I don't know. He scrutinizes every square inch of everything he puts out. So I don't know when he's going to like release, but we did like 2 full episodes, 1 short episode, and then just a bunch of like clips for shorts. Okay. So I don't know when it's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, back we were talking about the selling of the business. That's where we're at right now with that. We're washing. I'm talking to people every day about selling. I've had like 4 people call me and just ask questions. We've talked about it. I got one guy that I think I got to call him back tomorrow because I had to jump off the call with him tonight for another business call. But I think I really like this guy. And then I talked to a 19-year-old kid the other day who was like, dude, this kid was, I couldn't believe, I was like, can you come over and hang out with my kids for like a week?
Yeah.
Like what did I literally asked him, I was like, what did your parents do to make you who you are right now at 19 years old? Like this kid was like on fire for business, and he's been doing pressure washing for 3 years already. And he's telling me all kinds of, I'm like, bro, what the hell? And he just said, he's like, my mom and dad just made me work for everything. He's like, if I wanted anything, I had to work for it. And I was like, okay. I'm like, and my son was sitting there and I had him on speakerphone and I'm like, do you hear that, Owen? I said, you're going to start working for stuff.
Yeah. You can start pitching in around here, boy.
Yeah. So I was like, my kids are really good at sports.
That's how I feel. I feel like my kids have it way too easy, and I try to be hard on them, and then they're
our kids have we have provided. I had a good childhood. My parents were like, they did a lot of cool shit with us, but like the amount of stuff that we do with our kids, if I was looking at them when I was a kid, I'd be like, oh, those are rich kids. Like we fucking take them. I never even dreamed of
sweet shit.
Dude, I never even the vacation we took them on for spring break, Clearwater Beach, Sanibel Island, Marco Island, Key Largo. And then did all of the stuff. Like they've been to Disney World multiple times. Like I never even dreamed of doing a shit like that. We went camping when I was a kid.
Yeah, you go camping.
Like it was fun. I loved it.
Bring the one fishing pole.
Yeah, like I remember we took Owen out to dinner one night and he was like, I don't care where we go, wherever we go, I just want to eat crab. And I'm like,
the hell?
I didn't eat crab till I was like 25.
Yeah. I didn't even know that was a food. I thought it was a sea creature.
What?
Didn't even know you eat
the
those.
imitation crab you're talking?
Yeah. I'll go to the grocery store and get you some frozen imitation crab.
Our one daughter asked us recently when we were going to take them to Mexico. And I was like, when I went to Mexico for the first time, I was 40 years old. So I worry sometimes. I worry sometimes that we make things too easy because they definitely like our teenage girls, like getting a job is, and my stepson works for me too. And he does great, but there's a lot of days where he's like, hey, he asked me the other day if I was giving him Juneteenth off. And I was like, why? And he's like, well, I don't know. It's a holiday. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It is a holiday. I'm like, well, would you need it off? And he's like, well, I want to go out on the boat with my buddies. And I'm just like, whatever, dude. You can have the day off. Happy Juneteenth.
Yeah. Knock yourself out.
Yeah. So I don't know. When I was a kid, I feel like I had a better work ethic, but it's a generation.
I don't know if I did. I think like somewhere in my late high school, I started to like really dive in. I think before that, I was just too aloof. And then like getting into college, then my work ethic like really kicked into gear. And now I'm just like workaholic. Like work probably too much, but
Yep. I definitely didn't have what I have now at all. Like now I'm way, I don't know. My 20-year-old self would probably look at my 40-year-old self and be like, bro, take a chill pill.
Yeah. Take some peptides.
Go out on the boat, dude. The boat that I haven't put in the water yet this year.
I got my boat out last Friday for like every year when Danny has her birthday, we go out and just catch some bluegills. And usually it's like a freezer fill-in mission. And I try to get like 50. If we can get 50, I will clean 50 bluegills and drink a bunch of beers for a couple hours. And
you love cleaning fish too. I've seen it.
I can rip through some fish. We caught so many, Marty had to grab a knife and help me.
Oh, shit.
I was like, so it was me, 4 kids, and then grandma and grandpa. Marty wasn't with. She was, I think she was just working. But I asked one of the cousins to count them, and he said 20. And I was like, there's no way there's 20. There's way over 20. And then I asked Grandma Darlene to count them, and she's like, I think there's 50. And I was like, okay, we'll get 4 or 5 more. Then we're out of here. Yeah, there's 71.
Oh, wow.
So we're cleaning fish. It took Marty and I an hour and 15, which I thought was zipping pretty good.
Man, bluegill's so good too. I love it. They taste so good.
They're so damn good. Fried up, like right amount of surface area.
Yes, man. They're amazing. Yeah, that's
let me hit the comments, man. Joe said this earlier. He said the key to satisfaction isn't perfection, it's setting clear expectations from the beginning. Like when you get what you expected to get.
No truer words will be spoken on this podcast tonight.
Well, that's true.
I don't know. It sounded philosophical. That's so true though.
William Toomey says great stuff. Actually said great stuff. Thanks.
Great stuff. Like
the great was emphasized. I
feel like he should have put a couple extra R's in there.
This isn't friggin' Frosted Flakes, you crazy
Tony the Tiger.
Well, it'd be Toomey the Tiger.
What did he say? One of his employees is 18. Oh, there it is.
When I first read it, I read one of my eyebrows. I don't know how I saw eyebrows in the word employees, but when it first came across, I saw one of my eyebrows is now 18, and I was like, what? Like,
yeah,
what does that mean?
It's nice when you come across those cats. I like meeting those younger 18-year-old, 19-year-old kids that have that fire, and it's just like cool to talk to them.
For everybody that catches the podcast later, since all I've done so far is talk about eyebrows, which has nothing to do with Joe Devino's comment. Joe said one of my employees now is 18 and brighter future than most 20 to 30-year-olds. Rare, but they're out there. I've just run into slacking idiots of all ages.
Yeah, I mean, well, I have a pool of that with the fire department because we hire, we hire a lot of young kids. So every 6 months we got a whole batch of new kids, and some of these, I'm just like, what the hell? What's wrong with you? But I also am aware enough to know that when I was that age, like I'm not ignorant to the fact that when I was that age, people my age now were probably looking at me like, what is wrong with this generation?
Oh yeah. Every generation thinks
Yeah,
that.
like I hear some people you just don't build them like they used to, and I'm like, they kind of do. Like my stepson, his work ethic, honestly, me and him are so much alike. Like it's funny too when I talk about when I'll bitch about something he does or whatever to my wife, and I'll be like, listen, I'm only bitching about it because he was the same. He's the same as I was back then. So like,
Yeah.
it's like if you're fat, you can call other people fat.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I can say stuff about his work ethic because it was the same as mine.
It was mine. Just calling it like I see it. I've been
So
there.
I see a bright future for him, but
But right now he's pissing me off.
yeah. But right now he just asked me for some. I need Tuesday off next week. Why? I have a dentist appointment. Why don't you schedule your dentist appointment for like after work hours? You guys stop working at 2:00 every day. You can get one at 4:00.
Yeah, that's pretty darn easy to do.
Yeah. No, instead it's at 11.
And you need a whole day off.
Yep, the whole day. Just not the hour that you're going to be at the dentist, the whole day.
I gotta go. You never know what's going to happen.
Am I paying you too much?
Yeah. The hell's
You
going
got too much money in your pocket.
It's a long dentist appointment.
Yeah.
They got to get this tooth out, and they're going to chip it away 1 millimeter.
Yeah. So we're washing. Power washing is like good. I talked to a bigger company in the area, and they said that they feel like they're seeing a lot of price protest is the word they use this year, and I felt that too. I was wondering if that's like common across the board right now.
I think there's some of that just economically with how much prices have. And I don't even know. It's not like we're raising our prices more than any other industry is raising prices, but everybody else is raising prices.
Yeah.
And so I think people are conditioned more than ever to be like, whoa.
I didn't really raise my price this year.
No, but I just think like the mentality of the consumer is like every price feels high right now.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So they're just bitchy about any price.
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
I had literally some gal texted me today that we did a demo, but it's been a while because she never sent me what I needed to give her pricing.
Right.
And it's been over a month. And so finally she gave me access to her stuff, but she didn't upload everything. And she's just, I'm kind of chalking her up for maybe just being moody today. I don't know. But it was idiotic what she said. So I've never given her a price. Like, she never gave me what we needed. She started giving me access to stuff, but didn't load up her credit card stuff. It was just bank account stuff. And I said, hey, can you load the credit card stuff up? And then I can pull the data. And she said, no, I don't think I can afford paying $300 a month for this or whatever. And I was like, well, I would agree if you were just paying somebody to categorize and reconcile stuff. You don't need to pay somebody $300 a month to categorize and reconcile stuff.
Right.
But that's not what we do. Like I explained to you on the demo, we're really your CFO. We're really a finance company. And I don't care if I charge you $500 a month. That's not the question. The question is we have to pay for ourselves. We have to make you more money than we cost you with the data we provide. If we can't, you should fire us. Sure.
Yeah, right.
But also, I haven't even sent you a damn price. Where'd you get $300 a month from? I have not sent you a price. I'm literally trying to get your data so I can send you a price. Like,
I already don't like your price.
Yeah, it's like this is a price that you made up. That's not even my price. You made this price up and said you don't like it. And granted, I'm sure we'd be probably higher than that. But that always bugs me. Like, people are so oblivious as to what's out there.
Yes.
It drives me nuts as a finance person when people are like, well, I can't afford that. I'm like, you dummy, you're talking about marketing.
Yeah,
what
right.
does afford have to do with marketing? It makes you money. Like, are you stupid or did you just misspeak? Because what you really meant was, I don't think that will make me enough money. Because
you don't think that it's going to return.
Yeah. So like, say that. It's not about affording it. Like, we're not talking about like renting a shop, but we're talking about like a service that helps you get better and make more money.
Yeah, make more money. Yeah, it's definitely. We kind of like my foot is definitely not on the gas pedal this year for getting more clients. Probably because I have another business and I'm also trying to sell it. So I'm like, we're not like out there spending a bunch of money on marketing. We're not, we're kind of doing a lot of return customers and referrals and just kind of coasting. I have the other business too. And then my wife's, right now she's in El Paso till Tuesday. and then she comes back, and then she'll be, she's traveling a lot, so we got that going for us. But
in military stuff, or what's she doing?
Yeah, she made sergeant major, so
Yeah.
She has to go to the academy, which is in El Paso, but she's doing a distant learning because it's a year-long academy.
Okay.
So she has to go there for the first 2 weeks of it and do she had to do her PT test and like a bunch of other stuff. And then after that, she'll come home. But then they put her in a position in Pittsburgh, which she'll be like
Yeah,
working.
I remember saying that last time.
Yeah, so she'll be there like part of the week, and then she'll be home obviously like every weekend. And when we have our her kids, my stepkids, she'll always be home when they're here. Yeah, so it's a lot. Like half the week she's gonna be gone, so I got to take care of that one and everything that's going with that, and then the other kids' sports and 2 businesses in the career. So I was like, yeah, we'll see what happens. If I don't sell it, we'll just coast. My employees aren't the type of employees that need me to fill the schedule for them every day of the week. So they're going, I just have to make enough money to make enough money.
Well, I was to say that I was curious, like on a scale of -5 to 5. Okay. -5 being like bad, 5 being good. Where were you at in terms of like excitement and like positivity that a deal was going to get done before it fell through? Like 5 being for sure this is getting done, like no doubt about it.
I was probably on a 4.
I was gonna say, because in like it, from what it sounded like when I was talking to you, and then next scale is -5 to 5. How emotionally, how did it hit you when you found out that it wasn't happening?
It was
because you get
-5.
Right, because you get freaking like excited. You're like painting.
Yes,
you're building the vision of what you're gonna do.
I'll tell you this. I'll admit to this. Things broke like the week leading up to me finding out that he was taking a pause on this. There was a couple things that broke on the truck, and normally I would go fix it right away. And I was like, I'll fix it. Obviously, I would, if I was selling him the trucks, I would have had to fix it. But I was like, I put it all on the back burner because in my head, this is gone in a week.
Yeah.
And I definitely emotionally when we had our meeting.
How many swear words? Did he text you or did he email you?
We had a phone call. We had a phone call. It was a couple days of like. I was sitting outside like the day after, and I was just sitting there, and I'm literally just staring at my pool. And my wife comes out and she goes, "What are you doing?" She's like, "You've been sitting there staring at the pool," and I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just trying to figure shit out." I had a couple days where I was legitimately like, "What?"
Feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah, man, I was very upset. But then I'm like, oh well, like big deal. We'll just keep washing and we'll coast along and then if somebody else comes along, it wasn't meant to be. I truly believe that something else is coming. I don't know what it is. So I think that's
it's a buyer.
Yeah,
that's coming.
I think it is a buyer. I hope it is. It's just the right buyer. So it took me a couple of days to get over it. And then Saturday, my wife was like, "Why don't you go to the gym?" And I'm like, "I don't want to work out." And she's like, "You need to go to the gym.
Quit being a bitch and get your ass in the gym and get your head straight."
So I went to the gym and I came back, and legitimately, I went to the gym and that was it. Like after I got back, I was like,
"I'm good.
What are you doing right now? Why are you being a bitch?" Let's go.
You told her that?
No,
I said, "Amanda, what are you doing?" I went to the gym. What are you doing right now?
Why are you being a bitch? I would have a black eye if I said that. So I was like, yeah, I just said it to myself. But I was like, let's go. What are you doing? There's no point in wallowing in this. It's not the end of the world. Just keep on moving. And like other really good things were happening at the same time that I was completely ignoring with my other business. Like we secured another location. We got like a really sweet deal with another company for distribution. And So I'm like, what are you doing? Like you get down on yourself, you let yourself go for a couple of days. That's way too long, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's all just in here. It's all
Yeah,
the
it
stories,
is.
all the stories we're telling ourselves.
It's a choice. I really do believe. I guess I get some people have like. I never want to be insensitive to people who suffer from like real depression and like chemical imbalances that are causing that to happen,
Yeah.
where they literally cannot choose to get out of it. But if you don't have that, which I don't think I do, it's a choice. You have a choice. You literally have a choice. You can either sit here and do what you're doing and not move forward, or you can choose to just look at the positive and then figure the rest out.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to do it, but it took me a couple days to get out of it. It turned out I just needed to go to the gym, I
I
guess.
was gonna say, usually what I find is it takes somebody to like call you out on it and say,
Yeah.
like, go do something hard, because
Yep.
we both know, even though you're being a little bitch right now, we both know if you go do something hard,
Yep.
run, lift, whatever it is, like go do something physically difficult, you will snap out of it so fast.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
hard,
I do.
hard to
Yep.
choose that when you're in the dumps. You need somebody to come
It
along
is.
and kick you in the ass. And I do see that play out in depression, where people get depressed and then get lethargic, and it's a death spiral because there's nobody there to kick them in the ass. And so they get more depressed, and then they get depressed that they're depressed. Like
Yes.
it's just a vicious spiral of
Yeah,
depression.
and if you let that go too long, like I thought about that too. I'm like, man, if I let this go too long, I can see where people like, and then it starts to affect your life. So now more bad things happen because of how you're
because you
handling
haven't
things.
been busting your butt.
And now you got more reasons to be depressed. Like the things that I didn't fix right away on the truck, I spent all day fixing today.
Dude, it's funny. I see that with bad technician employees all the time, where they have something go wrong and they say, I need today off because I'm emotionally in a bad spot because something went wrong.
Need a mental health day.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, how is this going to solve anything? You're going to wallow. You're going to feel sorry for yourself. Then you're going to have a smaller paycheck and then feel sorry for yourself. They have a smaller paycheck. Like, this doesn't go well. This never goes well. Get your ass to work and bust your butt so that you feel better. But right now, your head's in the sand and you're being a dumbass and choosing to be lethargic instead of choosing to work your way out of it.
Yep.
It's tough.
You got to make that choice, though. And so, like you said, sometimes it takes somebody else to do that. My wife's usually pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Because then I start thinking like, oh, you probably are looking at me like I'm a bitch, and I don't want you to see me that way.
Like when she walks out and you're just staring at the pool. You're like, was it Narcos, or what's the GIF where there's like the three?
Yes.
Sopranos?
I just thought I was going to say that. Yeah. He's just sitting there.
Just
like
around staring. So now do you feel, now that you're kind of like clear head on it, does it give you more motivation to try to sell it faster because you were like, oh, we're so close and I was so excited about it, I want to get back there?
Yeah. It does. It kind of like, it also is like, okay, you do want to sell this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there was a couple times where I was like, do I want to sell this?
Yeah.
It makes me money.
It's the classic,
like it does, but
put your two alternatives down, flip a coin and see which side you get. And then see how you feel about that outcome.
Right.
Are you happy about that outcome, or are you bummed about that outcome? Like that kind of tells you where you really sit about it. It's so simple.
And that's where I was like, okay, well, I'm obviously not happy that this isn't going through. So I really definitely do want to sell it. So it definitely motivated me more. I posted about it on the groups. I haven't like listed it on like BizNet or whatever yet. I want to see if like another operator in the area would be willing to buy it. And then I've also thought about things like selling the trucks and just like cutting my costs to bare minimum and just selling jobs to people. But then, then you're still in it and you got to worry about them fucking shit up. And like, I kind of don't want to deal with that anymore. Like those are the things that I don't like about power washing.
I was gonna say, you just want to be mentally done with it.
Yeah. And with vending, like the worst that can happen is you run out of something and you didn't get there quick enough to get the Monster Energy drinks refilled. And like,
ooh, they just closed that coupon.
You got to get those Monster Energy drinks in there.
Yeah.
But and then that's I want to grow that, and I think that what that surrounds that business too. I think it's, for me, it would be a little bit more enjoyable. And I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. I like have no like I used to really love the power washing business, and now I'm just kind of like, man. I don't know.
Sounds like a high school girlfriend, man.
Yeah, it really.
I love that girl, and then
no, I don't.
Then I went to college, and just like other shit came along, and
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what it's obviously probably because I have another business that I like better. But then I'm like, am I gonna feel that way about this business in 5 years? Like, am I that guy?
There was a time in my life, and I think this still applies. And I try to like be aware of it, but forever everything that I did was in 4 or 5 year spurts. Like if you think about all of the educational stuff, that's always in like 4 or 5 year spurts.
Yeah.
Different jobs that I had were in 4 or 5 year spurts. Girlfriends were usually more like 4 or 5 month spurts.
I was literally just gonna say, I had a time where the girlfriends were about 3 to 4 months.
Yeah. I was always, I don't know if this makes me an asshole or a really nice guy, but I was like, if I'm not going to marry you, I'm not going to date you.
That's
like,
how I felt. Everybody teased me. They're like, dude, do you date anybody longer than 3 months? I'm like, I don't want to marry that one. So what's the point in keeping it going?
Yeah. I had one gal that was like serious for a while, like a year and a half. And I'm glad it fizzled out, but it was also my first like really long-term relationship at that time. And so that was a good experience to like have a gauge of like, where do I draw the line? And after that, if a girl dated me for more than a month or two, that was a marathon. That was a long time, because usually I'd break up with them so fast. I still, to this day, like, don't tell Marty this because you might give her some ammo. To this day, I've never been broken up with. I was always like,
dude, me neither.
Oh man, I'm out. I'm out of here.
Me neither. I never gave anybody a chance to break up with me.
No. The minute I got an inkling they were going to break up with me, I'd be like, no way. I got a streak to protect here. I'm on a hot streak.
Something else? For a long time, my buddies used to joke, I would break up with girls, and the next guy they dated, they would get married to.
What does that mean about you?
I don't know, but most of those girls are also now divorced. So I might have been onto something.
Yeah. They were clingers.
My buddy they would be like, oh, you're Good Luck Chuck. Remember the movie Good Luck Chuck?
Yeah.
That
makes sense.
Yep.
Maybe you were bad luck. Maybe you were bad luck Zig.
I was bad luck Zig. No, if you dated me, then you'd find the right man the next one. You'd get married to him.
Well, maybe not the right man. Just like
they're divorced.
Right for a period of time.
Yeah.
The next best.
Yep. Yeah, me and my wife like ran into one of my exes recently, and I was like, she's divorced now. I knew it. I knew something was not right with that girl.
Yeah. You had her pet.
It only lasted 3 months.
Yeah.
And then Amanda came along.
Oh, can she hear you right now? You got to.
No. Sometimes she watches these, but she's in her hotel room in El Paso. It's 10 o'clock here, so it's probably, what is that?
Oh shit! I forgot to tell you this.
Uh-oh. It's 7:54 there.
She's just getting started. Started.
She's like got to get up at she did her PT test at 4 o'clock in the morning. So, and it's 100 degrees there at 4 in the morning.
That's cooking.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Trevor told me to act very disinterested in one of your stories and tell you to like, hey, keep it moving, bud. And I was supposed to, like, when we did the radio show earlier, he's like, oh, like right off the rip, the first time Zig starts telling a story, you got to cut him off like 5 seconds in and be like, yeah, keep it moving, bud.
I got one for him though. This is something that he can use, and he might already use it. I have a new shift. I'm on a new shift at work, and A shift I used to be on, the guys were like golden retrievers. Like, they're super nice to each other. They always like they're always gassing each other up. I'm on D shift now. And it's the exact opposite. All they do is just, I mean, everybody loves each other, but they're so mean to each other.
Verbally.
I don't think I've heard a serious conversation yet in like 4 months of being on D shift.
pure sarcasm, nonstop, just giving each other a ridiculously hard time.
One of the guys, anytime he tries to tell a story, this other guy, Valvis, he'll let him go for a couple minutes. He'll be like, can you email us the rest of the story? The first time I heard him say it, I was like, I like that.
Yeah. Email the rest of
this. You put this in an email for us? Can you give us the bullet points?
Don't tell Trevor that one because then he'll give it back to you.
Yeah, he's gonna use it if he listens to this. He probably isn't gonna listen to it though because it's me talking, so he doesn't want to listen to me talk.
I thought for sure that was why he would show up. Be like, I can jump in and give Zig a hard time.
Me too. I can't believe he's not on here. What a jerk.
What a jerk.
I love Trevor. I miss Trevor.
I told him today, I was like, man, it's been too long. Like he didn't come ice fishing this year. I saw him in Kentucky 9 months ago, but he didn't
right.
And I haven't done any redneck stuff with him since. You either.
No. Are you guys? What is your? Because I have a big hunt planned this year, which kind of like.
You got Kansas.
No, Utah.
Oh, really? You're doing Utah?
Yeah, we drew.
You're not doing Kansas? I thought you were doing Kansas for sure.
We did Kansas last year. We're doing Utah this year.
Oh.
We drew mule deer tags.
Well, how did Kansas go? I'm sure you already told me about it, but what happened in Kansas?
Kansas was good. I shot a buck this.
Oh yeah. You shot the cool, like a thick basket racker, right?
I shot a nice Michigan buck in Kansas.
Yeah.
But my buddy shot a really nice 8-point. It was an adventure. The whole trip. It was a good trip. It wasn't the most successful. We got 2 bucks. No, did we get 3? Shit, I can't remember.
I know you got
shot 2. We shot 2 for sure. But no, we drew Utah tags, which is amazing. We're going it's like Moab, the mountains or whatever.
Yeah.
Castledale is where we're staying. We found an Airbnb.
Hey, wait, you're okay. There's a Trevor in here. It's not Trevor Steele, but it's Trevor Stahl. Pretty damn close.
Pretty damn close.
So Trevor, feel free to give Zig a really hard time.
Yeah.
However you want to do it. It's up to you. Trevor did agree. Kansas is good for whitetails.
Yeah, real good for whitetails. So we got this guy. He's a hunt. He's I don't know what you call him. It's East to West Hunts is his like outfit. It's on Instagram.
Yeah.
Alex is his name. He's awesome. But he's like, I don't have time to study states on their tag application processes and how we literally had an interview with him like 4 years ago or 3 years ago. What animals do you want to shoot? Sorry, I have my son's sight word cards in my hand. What animals do you want to shoot? What are your goals? How long do you want to wait to do it? Do you want to do it DIY or guided, bow or gun, like blah, blah, blah. And we told him we want to do elk and mule deer. We want to do it semi-soon, DIY, gun first, but where's the best option? And he gave us some options and we landed on Utah. So we've been applying for points in Utah. Well, now we got the Utah tags for mule deer. I think we'll draw elk in 3 more years there. But while we're there, we're going to do, hopefully, if we're successful, we'll go out and try to find elk so that we can kind of learn how to do that.
Yeah.
But for $500, we bought a hunt plan from him, which he basically, we have one more meeting with him where he's going to go through everything. Because neither one of us have ever mule deer hunted, and we've never been to Utah. So we don't even know, the range of.
No idea what the hell you're in for.
Yeah, where we're hunting, there's deserts, there's forests, and there's mountains, and there's plains. It's crazy.
All in the same damn unit.
Right. So we paid for this plan, and he already sent us a shit ton. We gave him our logins for Onyx, and he dumped a shit ton of pins for us in our Onyx. Nice. And lookout points, places where other clients of his have been successful, and he's did 11 hunt plans for this specific unit, and 10 people have been successful, or 10 parties, I think. Yeah. I don't know how many mule deer were killed, but it's a really good unit, and the plans. It's cool because he gave us this printout the other day. It gives us all this information about what to bring, and it's kind of like we have a guide, but he won't be there. So we got to kind of take what he gives us and do it ourselves.
Which, especially with a new species in a new area, is exactly what you need. Like it's still
Worth every penny.
It's still fun having the adventure and like figuring it out on your own.
Yeah.
But it's also nice having the expertise to
Yeah.
point you in the right direction, so you don't spend 2 weeks wandering around in the middle of nowhere.
And you're spending a lot of money on this trip. Like I don't want to like spend half my trip doing nothing correctly, which is probably what I would do. With whitetail, I feel like I can go anywhere and kind of figure it out.
Yep.
But with this, they're a completely different animal. They don't act the same as whitetail do. So we'll
start watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, October 17th we're going. I was supposed to fly out on the 16th. I booked my flight, which I got to change.
Don't book it for the wrong. Oh, you already did what I did.
Dude, like 2 days later, my wife's like, "When's Tommy's wedding?" And I'm like, "The 16th." I'm like, "Motherfucker!" And he's a really good friend. I can't not go to his wedding. So I'm like, "Son of a bitch!"
What? This guy's just been hiding out here the whole time. Cole Sycophus.
An addiction.
Just been hanging out here.
I'm excited about it. I can't wait. Like it's I'm so pumped about it's funny when Alex asked us for our logins for Onyx, one of the guys in my hunting group, he texted us separately and he's like, "Do you guys feel comfortable giving him your Onyx login?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" And he's like, "I mean, I got a lot of pins in there." I'm like, "Do you really think this guy's gonna fucking take your pins?"
I'm pretty sure he's got his pins.
Yeah, I was like, "Dude, your pins suck compared to his pins."
Yeah. Yeah. Like he's not gonna be like, "Oh, this random dude that's never done this before, let me grab his pins."
Yeah, right.
This is the guy with the pins I want.
He's like, "I got a lot of pins." And then he was telling us the next day, he's like, "Yeah, I was looking at his pins. A lot of them I probably would have landed on those spots anyways." And we're like, "Okay."
Sure. You also would have landed on about 400 other ones.
Yeah, that didn't produce anything. So I'm so pumped for that. Like I just finally started. It was hard for me to get excited about it up until like last week, and now I'm like, it's on. I can't wait.
Fun. It hits you early. Usually it takes a little bit longer to like you get closer to it before you get pumped about it.
Yep.
But once you're pumped, then you got to start.
It's fully there now. Like I'm like, geez, I can't wait. But I also don't want to fast forward through summer, so I'm just gonna just try not to think about it a lot.
Well, you get all the joy of the anticipation. Like that's the majority of the fun.
It is, and then the unknown of what can happen. Like anything can happen. We could shoot a world record mule deer. We don't know.
You could shoot a world record mule deer.
You shoot a monster, or I could shoot a tiny mule deer. Like
might shoot a basket rack 8-pointer.
Steve keeps sending us pictures of mule deer bucks, and he's like, "First day, you shooting this deer? Last day, are you shooting this deer?"
It's a good game to play.
He's like trying to gauge what all of our expectations are. But I got to I just bought a new scope for my 300 Weatherby. I'm putting it on there. Same gun I killed my moose with. But I bought it off of my buddy Steve, sold it to me after I killed my moose. He was like, "Do you want this gun?" I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of do. I killed my moose with it." He's like, "You can have it. You got to buy it from me, and I'm taking the scope off of it." I was like, "Okay, fair enough." So I just got a nice
thing about going. Are you guys flying to Utah or driving?
We're gonna fly. We were gonna drive, but I decided no.
We'll see how we'll have a story about your airport expedition. At least you don't have to go into a foreign country with a weapon.
That's the plus. We're kind of getting the meat in the antlers back is what we're which is part of our hunt. Like Alex will be able to but that might be kind of expensive.
I bet.
But that was the only thing. Nico was like, I kind of want to drive because what if we all shoot a deer? How are we getting it back? I'm like, I'm just gonna pay for it. I don't want to drive. I don't want to spend 20-something hours in a car and lose a whole entire day.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna we'll figure that part out. And I don't know though. I just bought my wife a new car. I could just take that car because it drives itself.
Yeah, there you go.
It does. You don't even have to touch the steering wheel or the pedals.
Tie a mule deer up on the hood.
Oh, she would love it. She told me the other day she's out of town, so I was talking about how I'm gonna take it to work, and I was like, if I take it to work, I can charge it for free. And she's like, "You're not driving my car to work," and I'm like,
"How would you know?"
Yes, I am. Well, the problem with this car is she can open an app and see where it is.
Oh yeah, I'd probably shut it down.
Yeah.
Or from a phone app.
So I had to tell her, but I was like, yeah, I'm driving your car to work.
I'll be nice.
Yeah.
I do. I'm always torn because like flying is more stressful. Like it can be fun, but it's more stressful and it's not up to you all the time and delays and whatever else. And I like the journey of the drive with the right crew. With the right crew,
too. Me too.
Drive is fun. It's just
the road trip.
When it hits over 20 hours and you got to like stop and get a hotel for a night, then it's like, maybe it's not as fun. But
you probably don't like the people you're with anymore.
That's true.
You're tired of smelling their farts all the way there.
As long as you're driving and you control the window lock. That's key.
Lock.
If you're driving. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a good trip. I'm looking forward to it. But I think it kind of shuts me down for any other trips this year. But I might be able to sneak away to like
Illinois,
something like that.
We got her booked for the first week of November, doing our usual Illinois trip.
Yeah, I might be because we're not going anywhere. We usually go somewhere on that week, but I'm not going anywhere. So if I can swing it, I might swing down there for a couple of days.
Grab Cole on the way.
Yeah, is he going?
I assume so. If he's still alive, I assume he'll be there.
Trevor, Clay
will for sure be there. Ben will for sure be there. I think our buddy Aaron will for sure be there. Last year it was Ben, Aaron, and I, and Clay, and then Cole came for just a few days because he like tagged out after a day. Trevor complained about not getting invited, even though I definitely invited him. And I think I invited Joe Devino too, and he couldn't make it for whatever, stuff going on.
So Trevor complaining about not getting invited tells me he's not going, and he was just going to blame it on his fake on not invitation.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I don't know if he has any intention of going this year, although when I show the picture of like Clay and Cole and I with our big bucks, I think then he's like, why don't I get to go? That was kind of his vibe. So one of the trips on our radar, but we got to solidify it. But tomorrow through like Sunday morning, I'm at a country music festival with Ben. So we'll hopefully figure some shit out amidst drinking a bunch of beer. But we're planning on going to Nebraska for the first week of September.
Oh, I like Nebraska.
Early season Nebraska hunt.
Dude.
But man, there's like no public land. It is so sparse to try to find.
Yeah, but I don't know. So you should talk to my buddy Nico. They went turkey hunting there a couple years in a row, and they got a ton of permission to turkey hunt. Like everybody said yes. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
And they found
that is turkey hunting. Better.
They filled their truck bed with sheds, like nice sheds too. Like they said, there's so many, and it was funny. There's a picture on our Times Up Outdoors, and it's them standing in the back of their truck, full of fucking antlers, and then there's like they photoshopped me into the picture because I didn't go.
That's excellent. Hey,
but yeah, they were like,
talking, I gotta blow my nose. It's gonna be disgusting. So I'm gonna mute for a sec.
All right. Yeah, they were. They really, really wanted to go back and deer hunt Nebraska because of what they saw while they were turkey hunting. So might be, Nico would probably tell you where they were at. Then you guys can maybe try to go, unless you already got an area that you're specifically going to. But that's a long. You're really getting in there. Get that out of there,
dude. I didn't want. Sometimes when you get a really big one, it's like clearly ends up on your face, and you're like, "Where is it?" Especially when you got a little mustache. I don't think it's allergies. I got like a little cold over the weekend, and Crosby's nose is always pouring out because he's 4. Always. It's just constant, and so I feel like him. I got what he's got, except mine doesn't ever quite hit my upper lip. His bugs, they'll get down there, and he's like,
always.
It's like gross, man. Just blow. So sorry for the long mute. We have 3 options on our radar. There's a few like reservoir, like dammed up rivers, which is kind of like what we hunted in Kentucky by Green River. There's a couple of those, and it's public land all the way around the whole lake. And so I'm like, and then there's like river bottoms going into it. I'm like, that might be interesting. Also might be super crowded. And then Angela Chanowski said, "Hey, I'm from Nebraska. We got farmland.
Yeah. Oh shit.
And so, but like, that's easy to say.
Yeah.
Harder to actually go to your old man and be like, hey, I got 5 buddies that
Random
want to
people
shoot all of your deer and abuse your property. Not that
Does
we
he
would,
hunt?
I don't know. I got to follow up with Angela. I'll be in the Philippines with Angela in a week or two. But like where that public land is and where Angela's hometown is, not close.
Okay.
Like hours away from each other.
Well, when the public land is that sparse, it kind of gives you that fear of like, is it going to be just jam packed with people because everybody goes here?
Or is it not going to be jam packed because everybody owns their own shit?
Yeah, and nobody comes to Nebraska because there's not enough public land.
Yeah,
it could go both ways.
That's. I mean, I've seen some videos of people hunting public land, but they usually go way out west. There's a little bit more farther out west, but I've heard they've had really bad EHD out there. So. The other thing we ran into, but I haven't heard anything back, is there's a Native American tribe that has land and lets you hunt it like unguided, but you have to like get an application in. Okay. And I called and they forwarded me to a dude that didn't answer and had no voicemail box. And then I emailed and haven't heard anything back. So it's not looking super promising. Well, I shouldn't say he hasn't emailed me back. I haven't checked my emails to see if they emailed me back.
Should probably check that.
I should probably check that.
Right.
But that would be super cool. And so on the Nebraska trip, Ben, like Clay reminds me of like, he's so quiet most of the time.
Yeah.
But I bring up hunting trips to him and he goes into like Cosmo Kramer mode. He's just like, yep. Like, I'm in. Where are we going? What are we doing? Like, tell me about it. Like he doesn't, I think it's more of an FYI to his wife of like, hey, Dan said we're going over here. So I'll let you know the dates when I find out. But he's just always in for that adventure. So I told him Nebraska, and he's like, hell yeah. What are the dates?
That's the best kind of hunting buddy to have.
Yeah. Yeah. He never. And it's great because usually he and I ride together, and he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Fine, I talk a lot. So you just have this good listener that doesn't mind just listening to your rant. Works out great.
It works out great, I bet. I love Clay. He's a good man.
He's a super good dude. So we'll see. I'm hoping we got to like settle on that. It's coming up obviously in like 2 months. So we got to actually figure out what the hell we're doing.
Oh gosh, dang. It's the year's going by. I swear to God, it was June 1st yesterday.
Sure seems like it, but I was paddling into the boundary waters and tipping canoes. But that does feel like it was freaking yesterday.
I talked to Rob the other day on the phone and he was telling me about that.
We had an adventure.
Yeah.
We created a little bit of extra friction for ourselves.
How much was the solar panel that you guys blew out?
Like $200 some bucks.
Oh, that's not bad. I thought they cost more than that.
It's huge too. There's fish down there looking at it right now. Like, check out this son of a bitch.
Oh, you didn't even get it back.
No, it was in like 30 feet of water. That big solar panel.
Shit. Oh, I thought it just got wet.
No.
Oh, it's gone. Oh,
yeah. We got like they capsized at 30 feet of water. The net, the pole holders, the solar panel. Luckily, Tor grabbed like 6 rods of mine that were all bundled together.
Oh my God.
He happened to grab those before those sank.
Well, I didn't know it was like that. I thought you guys were like in like shallow water where you could just grab shit.
No, both of the capsizes happened in 15 to 30 feet. So there was no, and then when I dumped Rob out that night from alcohol poisoning, like most likely, lost a pole, lost another net, lost a bunch of baits. Most of like my tackle box was open and it's a ton of crankbaits, but most of them got caught in me. So, because I was just drunk flailing trying to swim, and then my life jacket was like floating there, and I bet there were 20 crankbaits just stuck randomly into my life jacket.
Is this in a river?
No,
a lake.
Well, I mean, like it's a bunch of lakes connected by
moving
water. It's not like a river. But
there was no current.
Not where we capsized. There were spots where there was current, but
I've never canoed before. How do you get a canoe back over and get in it in 30 feet of water?
You drag it to shore.
Oh.
And then do it. You definitely can't climb into it when you're out in the middle.
But you can get it back over.
You just drag it. So Rob and Tor dragged theirs and got it to shore. When Rob and I fell in, Rob had his life jacket on, so he just swam to shore, and I was a liability for anybody that came near me.
Okay.
I did not have my life jacket on. I was busy using it to collect all my crankbaits, of course.
Bro.
But then, like, one of the other canoes came over, and so I was pulling down on the side of that, and they were like swatting me with their paddle because they thought I was going to tip them. Like I was like the drowning dude trying to bring everybody else down. I wasn't really drowning. I was just smashed. So
I wonder, like the story you're telling me sounds like it was a little bit more dangerous than you guys all probably even realize.
yeah. Rob was smashed when they capsized, and then I was smashed when I capsized us.
Like this is how people die. Like
it totally.
There's a lot of stories like this that didn't end the way yours did.
Yeah, we were just by the end of ours, we were just laughing, sitting around a fire. I was shivering my ass off because it was cold. Like Rob,
so what'd you guys do? Just go off to the side, and that's where you're camped?
What do you mean?
Like when you got it to shore, where you're like, okay, we're camping here now.
Oh no, there's designated campsites. Like
so you had to still get to where you're going.
So we were just out fishing. We had already set up camp when Rob and I capsized. We were just out fishing.
Oh, okay. We weren't traveling.
We got to camp by like noon, and so I drank all day and probably poured them a little too strong. We did a fish fry, then we went back out, and that was when I capsized us. Was like as it was getting dark, so got a little chilly on me. Rob and Tor capsized at like noon. So there was like an hour and a half paddle from the last portage to the campsite we wanted to get, and Justin Nagel and I were together, and we were just the first ones to have our canoe loaded and start taking off. And so kind of the rest of the group agreed, you guys just go and try to get that campsite. And so if we see anybody else, we got to go like take their souls. We call it. We got to go pass them. And we bring kayak paddles, so we can go like 15 to 20% faster than any other canoe. No other canoe is in there with kayak paddles. So if we want to go get a campsite and we see another canoe headed that way, we'll go hard and try to beat their asses. And sure enough, I mean, we're like an hour and 15 into like down, like going that's like an hour stretch going straight, and then we got to juke and weave around some stuff, and we have like 2 more turns to get to the next lake in like an island campsite, and we all have hammocks, and we're in a burn area, so there's no big trees, but the islands have big trees on them because the islands didn't go up in the forest fire. And so we're like, we got to get that island, and we're on like our second to last turn, and we turn around it, and there's a canoe, and luckily they're just kind of lollygagging, but they're like 500 yards up in front of us, and we have like 2,000 yards to go maybe to the campsite. We can't see it. We know there's a couple more turns yet. And so they disappear, and we just start hauling. And so then we take the left turn, and now they're maybe 300 yards ahead of us. And now they're making the right turn that goes to the campsite. And maybe they're somewhere between like 500 to 1,000 yards from there to the campsite, but we're still 300 yards behind them. And it's like, we got to effing push it. And when we get to that corner, we're now maybe 150 yards behind them, but they don't know we're coming. They are oblivious to our existence, and they're like looking at maps and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not looking at my map at all. I see the island. I have an idea of where the campsite is on it. Now, there could already be somebody camped there.
Yeah.
Like you don't reserve the campsite. It's just first person to get there. And once they're there, they're there. And we definitely had other people come to check out our campsite and turn around. We weren't sure if they turned around because we were at the campsite and they were like, shit, somebody's there. Or if they just saw us floating on the couch and we're like, yeah, we don't want to go over by those crazy assholes. So Justin and I just like paddle. And I mean, we were like alongside those guys when they finally realized we were there. They were 100 yards to the left of us, maybe. And we just beelined it. And when we were probably 50 yards behind them, I was like, they're toast. There's no way they could start
the
rate we're paddling. Like we're huffing and puffing, right? Like we're paddling a canoe, which is usually work, but peaceful work. We're like,
yeah, you're going.
Yeah, we're hauling. And so we got the campsite. Moose and Kevin came. The other 2 guys got 5 minutes later, got to camp. And 45 minutes later, we're like, where the hell are Rob and Tor? And we thought they were with Moose and Kevin. And so like I kept asking those guys, like, where were they? And they're like, well, they just kind of fell behind and fell behind and fell behind. We don't know where they're at. And it's like, you guys, like, we made a rule to not split up. Like, yes, the weather's fine, but we have a rule to not split up.
Yeah.
We thought, like, we were going fast, but you guys could see us the whole time.
Yeah.
We didn't split up. We were just ahead of you. Like, where are those guys? We got to, like, keep the buddy system in check here. And so finally we got a text message from Tor on, like, satellite texting that said, hey, we capsized. And so, I mean, this is like an hour later. And so, and like, Justin and I have our hammocks. Well, he didn't have his hammock. He was too high. He forgot his hammock. There's a whole bunch of things that happened because Justin was too high and Rob was too drunk. At least I was drunk. I just had all my stuff at least.
Yeah.
But I had like all my shit set up, and then they texted and said they capsized. So then Justin and I jumped back in the canoe and started to go get them. And we went back basically to like where we had originally seen the canoe that we passed, like 2,000 yards back, and they were rounding the corner. And I don't think I've ever seen Rob so drunk, and I know I've never seen Tor so mad. Tor was like pissed. Took him a few hours to get over it, I'll say. He was really pissed that they dumped. He was wildly unhappy about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Journey. I mean, and we've gone years and years. Moose and I capsized once, but it was like really high water, really gushing water, and it like swept under our canoe, and we both paddled on the sweep side.
Yeah.
And we were out of that canoe so fast. Luckily, it was right by a portage, and we were like, the water was in the 40s. It was,
oh God.
It was like mid-May, like high, like snow melt runoff. Luckily, it was like 65 degrees out and sunny and windy, so we got dry pretty quick. That was the last time we split up, and we said we're never splitting up again.
You don't split up.
You don't split up.
Yeah,
It can just go wrong quick, so you don't split up. But
dang,
apparently,
that's
we split.
scary.
That was the only other time we capsized. We've been doing this for years and years and years, and on this trip on the same day. So clearly, Rob's the weak link because he was in the boat both times. But
definitely Rob.
It is a reminder for me of like, because you're working pretty hard day one, you don't hydrate enough, you don't eat enough because you're paddling, you just don't eat anything, and so the drinks hit you.
Oh yeah.
So be careful.
Like,
gotta be careful on day one.
Well, and when you're out in the sun like that, that's when they really you get. I remember when we used to go out when I used to boat a lot. I used to tell people like, listen, you gotta drink a little differently than normal because this is different. You're gonna be drunk quicker.
Yeah, it'll get you. It sucks all the water out of you and leaves all the alcohol. That's what it does.
Yep.
So, vending. What's the? Has your perception of that changed in the last couple months, or is it just like keep putting the pedal down on that? Are you like getting any new locations? Are you what?
I don't know. So I've just placed 2 new machines. I don't know if I had placed those. I don't think I did. When were you last saw? How long ago was that?
That was like early May.
Oh yeah. So no, I just got 2 new spots. So we have 7 now. Which pushes our sales into like 9-ish a month. We'll see how the one does. The one's not doing so hot. I think I might sell it because I can get like 10 grand for the spot.
Like sell the route.
Yeah, you can sell it to like another operator for like the cost of the machine plus like what the yearly revenue would be. Like, because I have proof, I can show you what it does on average.
Yeah,
people will buy that. You can usually get like 1x, maybe a little bit less than 1x.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that spot yet. But I think I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. But the other spot's doing great, like 50.
Maybe you just got to figure out what they like. Maybe they like different shit.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's weird. It's a very weird spot so far. Selling snacks is weird. There's definitely like people are like. This is a weird one.
Why don't you put some peptides in there, man? Throw some peptides in there.
I bought that. You ever drink C4?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
It's an energy drink, but it's like a pre-workout energy drink. Like it gives you like the itchy shit.
Oh,
and
that itchy shit.
Yeah, it's like it's hardcore. And I bought it for my gym location. Nobody ever bought it, so I had a bunch sitting in here. Well, I got a new spot a couple weeks ago, and it's an accounting firm, so it's an office. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw a couple in there and see if these people like it. Dude, they love it. They buy, like, I've almost gotten rid of all my C4 in the last 2 weeks.
Everybody's just sitting in there itching.
That's what I'm like. Who in the hell is sitting in this office drinking C4s? So, but yeah, I got a new spot. That spot's good. I like that spot. It's only open Monday through Friday, but we do like $40-$50 a day there, which is a good spot.
Scotty says he's still working on a deal. Does that mean he's trying to get a machine from you for his shop? And he's looking for a deal?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
He's over by you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, I talked to him. Well, he was almost gonna buy a whole business. What happened with that? I thought he was like talking to a guy that had a whole route for sale.
Oh, and it sounded like I can't keep up with Scotty. Scotty's buying so much stuff.
Yeah, like the day after we had a podcast, he called me, and we talked all about it.
Scotty, you gotta go fishing more, man.
It was a good it sounded like a good deal, but yeah, we're doing. I like it. It's a good, like, the business is sweet. I want to get a handful more spots. Did Zig finish his first story yet? All right, Trevor.
Rob was on with Trevor and I when this discussion happened. So thanks, Rob. Rob, just so you know, I forgot to bust Zig's balls until like an hour into this episode.
We already talked about it.
So I'm glad I wasn't the only one to bring it up late. It's good. Scotty says he's still working on it. He's still working on it.
I'm definitely keeping the gas pedal going on that. We're fine. We're actively looking for new spots. I kind of want to, like, it's a learning process. It's a whole new business, and I'm really excited to get you guys into the book so that I can kind of, because in the beginning I'm like, I know exactly how much I'm making, but now I have these 7 spots, and I'm like, it's kind of getting away from me. So I'm like,
it's that same thing. Like, it's just like in any like service business. Once you hit like $100,000 to $200,000, all of a sudden you're like,
am I making money right now or not? So I'm excited to get that going so I can see the numbers. And then we sell the machines. That's doing very well. I don't know why. I don't know how I'm selling so many. I'm actually having a woman work on she's going to build me a website. And then I got this guy. He's an influencer on social media.
Is his name Zig?
No, his name's, you probably have seen his videos. It's Justin Danger Nunley.
Probably not.
He's got 22 million followers. Dang. He does this thing where he
just don't do any social media besides like my shitty little podcast,
Right. So he's on like Reels and he's on TikTok. So he's a funny guy. He does like this. Listen, did you know? And then he gives you this random crazy fact. Anyways, he charges $15,000 to do a video to promote anything. That's like the lowest he does. Yeah. So he does videos for NASCAR and he charges them like $30,000. But he's best friends with one of my coworkers' brother, who owns a couple businesses in Florida. And they called me a couple weeks ago and they're like, hey, we need 2 vending machines. He owns Emerald Coast Harley Davidson and then Big Gus's Tractors. And it's like the biggest Harley shop, one of the bigger Harley shops in the U.S. And they want to put these vending machines in there. So I sold them 2 vending machines. But then I was like, wait a second. This guy's got 22 million followers. How do I get him to make, like, people know about my page?
I was going to say, I'll give you the vending machines. Just make me some sweet videos.
That's what I did. I gave him 2 vending machines, and now he's going to do 2 videos for me. But I got to get my website going because Gus told me, the guy that owns the Harley shop, he goes, when Justin did his first video for Emerald Coast Harley Davidson, it broke our website.
Damn.
So I don't know if it will translate that way to this.
Yeah.
Like it did for Harley's, but I think it'll definitely grow my page. My I sell a lot on TikTok. So I think it'll grow that.
You need to tell Katie which 2 you gave for free, because she needs to make a journal entry to capture the difference between, like, to basically capture the revenue as a marketing expense. Like, that's for acquisition cost purposes. We got to you have the cogs from buying a machine, but you don't have the revenue to offset it. So we should make a journal entry. If it's a $10,000 machine, we should make a journal entry for $10,000 of revenue and $10,000 of marketing expense.
Yeah. So I think
God, geez, Louise.
I'm done. jeez. He's
Rob,
here.
Rob says,
Finally showed
but
up.
there I was, 7 chapters in on the elk hunt story. Chapter 70. How much for a Hot Pocket?
Hot Pockets are $3, bro.
Are they really? That's the going rate for a Hot Pocket?
That's what I'll sell a Hot Pocket for.
How much of it's hot? How much of it's hot?
I don't sell them hot. I sell them thawed.
You sell cold pockets.
We just started selling cheesecake.
Ooh, now you're talking.
It sells. People love it. They're like,
$5. What do you get for a cheesecake?
$5. $5 for a slice of New York Cheesecake
Dude,
Factory
I should
cheesecake.
be in vending, man. I should be in vending, dude.
The problem is that I have to have all this shit in my house, and I constantly want to eat it.
I'm just waiting for the day. Like next time you jump on, your face is gonna be a little fatter. You're like,
Dude,
you're not gonna look chiseled at all.
I have there's a girl at one of my spots. I'm not gonna say anything about her features, but they're very, very unique and noticeable. And I started vending at that location in November, and I wish I could take a compilation of all the videos I have of her buying honey buns, because she has gotten bigger since I started doing it. And she buys a honey bun. She's got a
couple of her own honey buns now.
She buys a couple honey buns and then like a couple energy drinks every day, and sometimes there's chocolate bars involved. And I'm like, I just randomly will check some of the videos, and I'll see her, and I'll be like, there she is again. And I'm like, Jesus, like she's not the same. She doesn't look the same as she did before, but there's something about her that can never change. So I'm like, I know that's her, but she doesn't look the same anymore.
In my mind, I'm picturing some gal that was like just out of high school, and so her body hadn't caught up to her yet, or like she had that metabolism that had to be like fit while she was in high school, and then all of a sudden, like when you're not doing stuff all day and you're just like lethargic and working or whatever, it's up to you quick.
I'm like, am I contributing to bad health?
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. I put healthy items in all my machines. So that's their problem. That's their fault. I give them the option.
Yeah.
I give them protein. I give them protein drinks. I give them protein bars. I give them salads. What else? The majority is not good though. But yeah. So the vending machine sales, that's really good. I like doing that. And we just had so we started a school community. I think I told you about this in the last podcast. Yeah. So we started a school community, like a school whatever, on the school. It's SKOOL. And it's like $79 a month, and we teach you how to start a vending machine business, and that's growing. We have like 60 members now. It might be more now.
Sweet.
So it's growing pretty quickly, but it's opening up crazy doors. Like today, we had a meeting, and I don't know how much I can even talk about yet, because there's me and 3 other partners in this, and someone wanted to buy it from us, and we're like, we're not even that big yet, and they were like, yeah, but we see the potential in it, and we were like, well, no, we don't want to do that, but
so do we.
Yeah, so we're getting into bed with them, and like I got right before I was on the phone got on this, I was on the phone with them for like an hour, and they flew to this person's headquarters today. Obviously, I couldn't make it because I'm at my house, but it was a really good meeting, and it could be a really good opportunity for us. So like that's opening up doors for us. It's making us money too. So. I feel like I might do better in this industry than I did in the power washing industry.
You always do though the second time, like you always do just because you're
well, and you know what else I noticed too in the power washing industry. I learned it quickly, but I was never willing to take this on. The people that are getting I feel like the people that make a lot of money in power washing are the people that are selling the shovels. They're selling the shovels and they're selling the tools, like the people that have the courses and the classes, and then they sell you the stuff. And, and it also lessens the blow of when you have a bunch of new competitors. So I'm seeing all these people making that money. When I got into vending, I'm like, how do I do that? And then I got the opportunity to sell the machines. And I don't mind teaching some guy in my town how to start a vending machine business, because he's going to buy the machines from me. Yeah. So I'm still making money off of him, and it's not going to affect my route.
Residual. You get a residual on the machine itself, right?
You get residuals. You get your commission, and then they buy more from you. Yeah. And the cool part about vending is, like, with power washing, you're grinding and grinding and grinding. You always got to get more customers. With vending, you could get 10 clients and I know somebody with 12 clients that does $500,000 in sales, and she just has 12 clients. And she's like, I don't even want to go find more because I do fine with what I have.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like that I don't have to constantly. Yeah, you could lose an account, which would suck, but you go find another one. But I don't know. It's definitely feel like I'm doing a little bit better with it than the power wash did. I mean, we made some money with power wash. We did good. And our business is a good business, but
there's more. Obviously, like there's more moving parts to a pressure washing business, and more shit that can go wrong, and more liability and everything else.
Yep. I don't have to worry about anybody falling off a ladder with vending. I don't have to worry about anybody, breaking a window or, the worst that can happen is stuff to my machines. And like if you don't service your machines properly, obviously you're going to piss off your clients and lose the account. But
yeah,
it's a matter of like customer service, making the people happy. And I know how to do that. So, and then just finding the locations that are not happy with their current vendors.
I was gonna say, what is your sales approach? Are you buying leads? Are you calling around? Are you doing physical, like jumping in and saying, hey, what do you got going on here?
Yep, I'll do there's lead websites that sell leads. I figured out a way to I've gotten 3 locations from a website that sells leads without buying the lead from them because they put enough information to get you to buy the lead. Yeah. I literally put it in a ChatGPT and it figures it out. Mm-hmm. So I've done that a couple of times. Excuse me. Walking into places, I put it on Facebook a lot. Like I'll post, hey, we're still looking for like the one I just got. It was a girl that I went to high school with. She works at this office and she's like, I remember you posted something the other day about your vending machine business. And my boss said that they want new vending machines. And so like that get got me a new spot. I sent her $250. So I'll like do a referral. If you get us into a location, I'll pay $250. We do that. I don't do as much door to door. It doesn't really work that well. You get stopped by the gatekeeper, I call them. It's the secretary at the front desk, and they're never friendly. They never want to like let you do anything. Like MedStar,
that's their job. That's their job.
Yeah, right. And like the one spot that I got, my best location, I went in there and talked to the secretary, and she was like, "Our vending machines are fine. People just complain." And I'm like, "Okay, here's my pamphlet," and I left. I got that spot by emailing the CEO, and I got the CEO's email because I posted a TikTok. And somebody on TikTok was like, I work at this place. Our vending machines suck. And I was like, hey, I've been there before. Your secretary says they're great. Give me an email address to everybody who's in charge there. And he gave me all their email addresses, like their work emails.
Yeah.
So I was like, perfect. And I sent them all emails and their CEO responded to me, which was really weird. Like why a CEO would even be worried about the
He wants people to be happy.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like social media has gotten me quite a few. We have one spot that actually pays us to have our machine there. That came off Facebook.
Huh. That's interesting. I would expect it like at least break even or the other way around, that you would have to pay them to get your stuff.
It's a bad location, and I like knew that. It's like my qualifying questions were getting answered and they were throwing red flags. And one of them was, why don't you have vending currently? And he said, well, the other vending machine left. And I was like, they left or you guys kicked them out? And he said, they just left. And I was like, cool. Why did they leave? Yeah. I said, why'd they leave? And he was like, well, he said something about spoilage. And I'm like, yeah, probably. They got 70 employees, but 50 of them are drivers. They drive trucks. They're not there very long, and they can go to the grocery store. They can go to the party store.
Yeah.
So they don't use the vending machine. The 20 people that work in the office might use it a little bit. Yeah. So I said, we don't really want to put one in there, but I'm like, if you want to agree to pay us $200 a month, we'll do it. And so he's like, yeah, for sure. We want something. So they pay me $200 a month, which isn't a lot, but it's paying off the machine. And we sell $400 to $500 a month there. So that's also not the worst spot. Like 400 is your minimum. Like if you're not doing 400, go somewhere else.
Yeah,
but if you can get 400, it's worth staying. So that's an interesting one. People are always like, how'd you get somebody to do that? I'm like, I just asked them.
Yeah.
Literally just, what were they going to do? Say no? Like I've talked to so many people who are like, I never would have thought to do that. I'm like, I just like, why not? What's he going to do? Say no? Oh, okay.
Sounds good. I will put a vending machine somewhere else.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool. I'm not going to spend $4,000 on a machine because at the time I wasn't selling them yet, so I was paying full price for the machines. So,
what do you think is possible? I've probably asked you this on prior episode, but what do you think is possible, or what are you shooting for in terms of not the vending machine sales, but the vending machine like filling? How many do you have now? How many do you think you want to have, or is possible?
I have 7 now. I think, well, so it's hard to gauge a number because like you could have 7 spots that are like I have a spot that does 3,500 in sales. I have 2 spots that do around 1,500 in sales, and I have the rest of them do like 4 to like 900 in sales. Mm-hmm. But if I had 7 spots doing 3,500 in sales, it would be a lot more, not just work, but place to put the stuff. So right now with my garage is where I'm operating.
Where do other people put all their stuff?
I have it all in my garage right now, but like some people, they eventually get a warehouse, a storage unit or an office space where they just rent it out. Like I know a guy that rents vacant stores in a mall in Texas. And he keeps that's where he runs his operation out of this mall in Texas.
I suppose you probably got like a delivery door in the back.
Yeah, it's literally a mall, and most of the mall's vacant. I went there, and it's weird. Most of the mall's vacant, and he's got a huge like $2 or $3 million in sales. That's how big his company is. They're big, and he's got like 2 or 3 stores that he rents, and there's full of his stuff. He's got freezers everywhere. So I think
that's the hard part about the garage, I'd imagine, is like your candy bars start melting when it's 100 degrees out.
I'm running out of space. So we had to wall off our garage door, and I put a small door in that's insulated. So it's like an 8-foot door instead of a full garage door. And then I put like a man door in. So now that wall's all insulated. It stays, it's been cool enough. Nothing's melting. But in the wintertime, I was putting a heater in there, and it was actually too hot in there. But we have a freezer, a fridge in there, but I'm starting to run out of room in there. Like it's starting to get, so I'm going to have to like get rid of some stuff because I don't really want to get a spot yet. But I think with what I have space wise, I can probably get 3 or 4 more machines. And then I'm going to have to start looking at like a space of some sort. Yeah. Like I said, a friend of mine, she's got 12 spots, and she does 400 to 500 in sales a year. So she got 12 really good spots though. They're great spots. And she gets spots all the time.
What makes a spot great? Like if you're going into a place, when are you like, hell yeah?
Like $1,000 a month is like a mediocre spot. Like a $3,000 to $4,000 spot is like, yeah.
I mean, if she's got 12 machines and she's pushing 500,000, she must have some spots doing more than that.
Like one of her spots, man, I can't remember the numbers, but one of her locations, she has 5 or 6 machines in it, and it's like crushing.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like then like a big manufacturing company or something.
No, it's a sports complex for kids. Like they got hockey, dance.
Oh, dude, I could see that crushing because those places are busy and kids always are wanting shit.
Using mom and dad's credit cards, and she does. I want to say it's like $15,000 a month there or something like that. It's crazy. But like there's spots people do like. I talked to a guy the other day. He's got a spot. They do $30,000 in sales in just one place a month.
Jesus.
But it's like he had to hire a guy just to manage that spot.
Yeah.
Because it's almost every day. He's like, we got to go there almost every day. It's not even vending machines though. They have like a whole micro market there now where like you walk in and you can grab what you want and go check out at a kiosk. There's nobody there. There's more theft involved in those, but people say that that if you have them, you don't care because you make so much money that the theft doesn't matter.
Huh.
So until
the thieves start finding that out.
Yeah, right. I have a spot right now that I'm bidding on. I'm waiting to hear back. It's got like 400 employees, and they have a micro market on their first floor of their building, but she wants machines for her employees on the second floor. So I would be competing with the micro market, but I looked at the micro market and their prices are all higher than what I charge. So I was like, I could actually raise my prices a little bit on things and still be better than downstairs.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I get that spot. I think I'm going to get it. It's a little bit too far from my house, but it's one of those spots that if I was to get
kids can drive over that one.
Yeah. Well, it honestly, like from what I've been told by like the people in the vending circle with me, they're like, that could be $100,000 a year spot. Like you could potentially hit those numbers. And they're like, at that point, if it's too far, you build it up for 2-3 months, run the route, and then you sell it.
Yeah.
And you just make a shit ton of money on it. Cause it might cost me 10-15 grand to put machines in there. But if I can sell it to an operator that is over that way and make a ton of money on it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see how it does and then probably sell that. Cause it's in Southfield. It's like 40-minute drive from our house. I don't like that.
Yeah. That's far enough. You get a little traffic going too. And you're like, oh no, it's an hour 20.
It's going to be a pain in the ass. And it's a big location. So I think I'll have to put 2 machines in there or else I'm going to be filling it every other day. So. But
I suppose.
Yep.
The life of a vending jockey. At what point do you hire somebody to fill?
I don't know yet. Probably sooner than later. I probably should. So far I've only hired people when I'm out of town, which is cool because it's so easy to have someone do it. I can literally just find somebody to do it.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to worry about, do they know how? Do you know how to put snacks in a bin and then put them in a machine in a fridge? Like, and even like I had my stepson do it a couple of days ago. And he screwed it up. He screwed everything up. My count, everything was off. But
you do. What happened?
So when he was in the app, there's like a way to do it, and there was a bunch of things that we didn't have. Like we ran out of Coke Zeros, and like for whatever reason, Sam's Club had to ship it instead of deliver it, so it took forever to get them. So like when you restock, it asks you for 14 Coke Zeros. That's the par for that product. So it's like you need 14. Well, when you don't have the product, you zero that out. Or let's say you only have 4, you put it at 4. He didn't do that.
Oh, so yep, check.
Yeah, so it showed that all those things were full, which doesn't matter for sales. It matters for me keeping track of it.
Yeah.
But the vending machine was full. So like all the other products, like the Monsters and all that. So we
you're like, how do we have 78 different sodas all full?
Yeah.
Where did you put
like
all
I went there like the next like a couple days later to refill it, and I'm like, I got there and I'm like, what the fuck? There's no Coke Zero in here, and it still says we have 14 Coke Zeros because nobody bought a Coke Zero in the last week because there wasn't any.
Yeah.
So that the counts were all off, but sales didn't go down because he did fill it. So I was like, all right, even if if in a pinch and need someone to fill it that doesn't really know what they're doing, even if they screw it up, as long as they get product into the machine, I'm still selling stuff and I'm not pissing anybody off. It's just going to piss me off when I have to go fix it, like fix the numbers.
Yeah.
Because now I have to go into the thing and be like, all right, there's no Coke Zero. And I didn't bring any Coke Zero because I thought that was full.
Yeah. Well, there's got to be a way to like have a video you watch type of thing.
Yes. Yeah. I need to work on getting video, but it's so easy to train someone how to do it. So that I think I want to, my stepdaughter, she just got her license. So I'm going to see if she wants to do it. And then if I sell the vending machine business, the guy, my lead tech, he has done it for me a couple of times, and he's like, I like doing that.
Yeah, that's easier than washing shit.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll probably just transition him into it because I don't think that he'll work for the other person that whoever buys it. I don't think he'll work for him.
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody will be as lenient with him as I am.
Yeah, especially because it's really a part-time.
Yeah, and I know how to deal with firemen because I'm a fireman. So
Yep.
I know what I have to put up with. Whereas most business owners are gonna be like, what?
Putting up with that.
What do you mean you want to start at 9:15 and be done by 2?
Yeah. That's not how we roll. Okay.
Yeah, we work till
That's how I
5.
roll. Peace out.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see. I think that's what I would like to get someone hired sooner than later. But that also, I also want to see my numbers before
I was gonna say we gotta check margin structure and see.
Yes.
There's got to be a way to do pay per performance for filling vending machines.
Yeah. I've kind of explored that a little bit. I've heard people do like they give them a percentage of the route. So now, because that's the hard thing. That's the thing that's hard to teach. It's going to be hard to teach is like, I know what my location's like now. And like, let's say I'm out of this flavor of Alani, but I got all these other ones. I'll be like, all right, I'm switching it up this week and I'm going to put a row of this in. Or I don't know. You just start to like cater to those people at each location. So some weeks like we'll be completely out of orange monster, but I know I got this other flavor that I haven't put in there in a while. I'm like, I'll put this in there and it'll like Grape Ghost. Grape Ghost stopped selling for whatever reason. So I kept Grape Ghost on the shelf and then I put a bunch in there today. It's been like 2 months since I've had Grape Ghost in there and they sold like 4 of them already. So like, you start to know that. So somebody was telling me that they give them a percentage of the route so that they have buy-in to make that route do good.
Inventory. Yeah.
Yeah. So then they start thinking like, how do I make these people buy more so that I get more money?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's one way. So they pay them like this much per machine every week to get them filled. And then you get like 5% of the revenue.
Oh yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So then they get a little bonus if the sales are, and then it also encourages them to be like, I don't care when you go and fill them, but if you don't fill them, you're not making any money.
Yep.
Because they're not selling anything.
So you get paid to fill and you get paid for sales.
Yeah. You're going to get fired because you're not filling machines and you're also not making any money because you didn't, you know, like I like to do it once a week, but some weeks one location will be out of like 3 things that they buy all the time. And I'm not doing it. I'm going to go put those things in there because I'm losing sales. Like White Monster is one of those things. Like they crush the White Monsters. So if I'm not keeping the White Monsters full, you know, like I'm losing sales.
Yep.
And every time the door opens, they usually grab 2 or 3 things. So like I'm losing more than just the sale of that White Monster. They look at it, they're like, oh, there's no White Monster. I'm going to go to the party store.
The damn party store. Now we need to start buying party stores.
I know. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see about the hiring thing. It kind of rides on the numbers and then what ends up happening with the power washing business.
Well, we need Katie to get you a damn P&L.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I'm meeting with her Friday, so.
Well, I'll be at a country music festival, so just leave me the hell alone.
I will. I will not talk to you at all.
I'll be drinking beer and line dancing and spilling beer all over a bunch of underage kids.
Oh.
And Marty.
Sounds like a great time.
This should be great. It's like,
yeah.
It's all, I mean, it's country music, right? You get all the age ranges and you get all the outfit choices.
Oh, my wife just texted me, I love you randomly. Why? Something wrong?
Now you're in trouble. Speaking of wives, I should probably go help mine because we got to like pack for this thing and get our kids out of here to grab breakfast in the morning.
All right, man.
I'm going to call it a night, but good catching up with you again, Zig. I'll keep you posted on hunting opportunities. Maybe you can sneak over to Illinois with us.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Cool, man.
All right. Home service, homies, business nerds, you guys know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Go earn some pride. Peace out, y'all. See you, Zig.
See ya.